not much of a talker. I can't seem to get the words out. It's like they get stuck somewhere between my brain and my mouth. I'm not very popular, instantly forgettable was always more my style. It's okay, just shut up and force a smile. But I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights, and I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak in real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come alive. Please don't ask me to socialize. I'm not much of a social butterfly, but I fly so high up here. People say I got a quiet voice. I'm shouting, but I'm never heard. From up here, you hear every goddamn word. But I come alive on the stage lights, and I live for big nights, and I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak in real life. But God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come alive. So don't say you know me if you never come to see me. You can't possibly see me behind these walls. I'm trapped inside my own mind. I try to get out, but I can't help but hide. But something about music and bright lights, a big stage and late nights makes it all alright. 'Cause I come alive on the stage lights. I live for big nights, and I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak.
I feel rude interrupting the song there, but I'm ready. Let's go. Hello, everybody. Hello. Who do we have? Who has arrived already? Hello, Daniel. Oh, I'm very sad to hear that, Daniel. I'm sorry you're having a rough time at the moment. We're going to write a really depressing song in the stream as well. So I feel like I need to swap round now and write a happy song for you. But we're gonna write a really depressing song. So I'll play something happy at the end to cheer things up a bit. Oh, hello, John. Okay, I've put my little table thing a bit too close to me. 1 sec. It's a little bit too close. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and make a start with a song before we get into the songwriting bit. Hello, John. So that we can give other people a chance to arrive, so they don't jump in the middle of us doing something. Get all confused. What shall we have? Let's have something soothing. I think we should have something soothing, don't you? How about Somewhere South of Paradise? Ripples forgot the reverb. Sorry. Ripples in the water, soothe my soul. Slowing my heartbeat, restoring control. Watch the sunlight dance from the safety of the shed. Heads above me, the sound of the passing train starts to fade. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise ending. Here in my solitude, I am sitting freely. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise now letting me. Now the rushing of the water is all I can hear. In the cool summer air, everything seems clear. As the sun drifts behind the clouds, I no longer feel any doubt. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise ending. Here in my solitude, I am sitting brood freely. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise now letting me. Oh, here on my island in the river, under the tallest tree. No one comes as and no one bothers me. The tree shower leads down on my head, and the birds just in the bridge overhead. Trees and birds are just alone, alone. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise ending. Here in my solitude, I am sitting brood freely. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise now letting me. Here by the riverside, somewhere's out the paradise. Da-da-da-da. Right. Oh. Hello, Andy. We saw Andy in person the other day. At the same gig together. That was weird, not gonna lie. It was weird seeing you in person again. Right. So, as if you follow me on TikTok, or if you saw me on it, I posted it on all my socials pretty much that I was going to be doing this. My TikTok song for the week, I wasn't entirely happy with. I think I can do better. I think it has potential, but it's lacking at the moment. I've just dropped my pen in the spiral of my book. 1 sec. There we go. So I thought for today's songwriting stream, we would have a go at rewriting it. So I guess we should start with what I have so far for anybody who hasn't seen a little video I've put up of the song so far. We'll just have a little recap. So this is what it currently sounds like. That's not how it goes. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Color of each flower in the bouquet that you gave me. First time you told me that you love me. Position of each mole on your cheek, to right by your eye that your smile brought to me, and the joke on the shirt you wore the first time that we met. Oh, now I wish I could forget. Scent of her perfume, first time I smell it on you, and every word of your stupid excuse. I remember every conversation, every time a name was mentioned, so all your lies were so see-through. 'Cause I remember well enough to know the truth. Da-da-da. So, yes, that is what we had. And I'm not keen on it. Not gonna lie, I'm not keen on it. It's a bit generic. It's a bit. And it's got some cliches in the lyrics that I'm not happy with, so we're going to revamp a lot of the lyrics. We're going to take some of the nice things I like about the lyrics. Like, I like the line I've got about remembering the position of each of the moles in your cheek, the two right by your eye that they smile brought to me. We're definitely keeping that, because I like that line. I was dead chuffed with myself when I wrote that line, and then I tried to make the rest of it sort of fit around that line, which is a bad plan. But anyway, we're going to try and keep that line, I think. And try and do more with the first thought I had of that first line. A picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Because the prompt for this was to write a song about the good and terrible things about having a perfect memory. And I figured that it would be good to go with sort of the idea of you had this great relationship with somebody, and because you've got such a good memory, you remember all of the good times so well, but they ended up betraying you, and now because of that, all of those memories that you remember so well and so perfectly, you remember all the bad stuff really well, and you remember all the good stuff really well, and now the good stuff doesn't feel as good, because now it's just being tortured with all those happy memories that are now sour, because it turns out this person wasn't who you thought they were, sort of thing. I thought that'd be a good way to approach it. That story, not easy to tell in a song under a minute, really. This isn't even under a minute. It was a minute and a half. This is probably one of the longest ones I've written from these prompts. Anyway, so we're going to try and rewrite it and get those nice ideas that I like. Like, I like this idea of comparing it to a picture, and describing, like, a scene, a memory to someone, and then describing why that memory is now rotten. And how it sucks that you can remember it all so perfectly because it's rotten now. Anywho, but the first thing that needs to go is this chord progression. I tried to spice it up by throwing in like lots of random B minors in there where you wouldn't expect them. But it's just no. That's what it is. It just no. So I'm gonna have a play around with some fancy chords, I think. Because I don't use a lot of the fancy, like, add 9, sus 4, all those sorts of chords very much. Mostly 'cause I don't know them all. So I just go for the generic open chords. They're nice and easy. But you get some really nice stuff on guitar when you're using more interesting chords. So we're going to use some interesting chords, I think, 'cause I think this will work well with that. Now, I was having a little play before I came on stream, and I think I've decided that we're going with this chord as a chord we're now going to try and work chord progression around. This is a F add 9, which is F major plus the 9th in the scale. Which is very pretty. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really pretty. Just gonna keep plucking it at you. It's really pretty, that chord, isn't it? Tell me it's pretty. Say that chord is pretty. All of you now in unison. Unison. That chord is very pretty, Emma. Very, very pretty. Right. This is the king of chords. It's very pretty, and I think it's gonna suit the vibe of the song very well. So now we have to work out what other chords can go with it. Work it in. I mean, it seems pretty sensible. We're starting with an F. And there's a G at the top there. So it'll be easy enough to go to a G from that. But that's a bit generic. So I think we need to go somewhere else. There might be a G in there somewhere. I need to trim my nails, unfortunately, as well. Very pretty, very pretty. Good, good. 2 people have understood the assignment. We're still waiting on Andy and Daniel to tell us how pretty the chord is. Say the chord is pretty. My God complex comes out a bit too much in these streams sometimes. Say the chord is pretty. I demand that you say the chord is pretty. Get up to that note, I think. That's an E. That's an E. That note is already there. Go with the A minor. Maybe there is a variation of the A minor we want to check out. Let's see what variations of the. Thank you, Daniel. We got a very pretty off Daniel. Good, good, good. We're just waiting on you now, Andy. Let's see what we've got in terms of variations of A minors. So we've got an A minor 9th that I will struggle to play. Frickin' hell, that is. See, this is another reason why I don't pay attention in the back of the class. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. It's all right. That's an ugly. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong position. It's there. It's there. This is the other reason why I don't play these fancy chords, is that they are not easy to play. Don't like how that sounds anyway, so that's good, because I can't really play that. Definitely got a Radiohead track in my mind now with that chord. Is it very Radioheady, that chord? Search what other variations of an A minor have we got, because I feel like an A minor is what I want to go to of some description, but I don't think I want to go to just the A minor. Oh, we've got A minor 7. That's a nice easy one. What? Right? How does that sound? Yes. progression. Right, write that down. Right. We've got F add 9, followed by, I don't actually know what that C chord is. I think it's one of the special Cs. I think it's a C sus4, but I'm not certain. I use it a lot, and I can never remember which one it is. I should really actually remember what one it is, so I don't have to go searching through my book like. Oh, no, not a C sus4. Okay. What are you? Because you are something. I haven't just made you up. You definitely exist. What are you? Bear with, guys. Bear with. I will find it. We'll find it. Unless it's not in the book. Imagine if it's a variation that isn't in the book. It's not in the bloody book, guys. There's a C add 9 that's like that. I don't think it's that one. Should we put that one in instead and just call it that? Yeah, that works. We'll just go with the C add 9. You're not actually going to play that note, which I don't get. Because that note works fine, because it's just the G, isn't it? Don't know why you're not going to play it when you've got a G up here. Why can't we play this G? What's wrong with playing that G as well? But it says not to play it, but I'm going to play it anyway. No, it doesn't. I've got that wrong. There's not an X there. There's a circle there. It's just me being blind. Ignore all of that. All of that rambling just then. And then we had an A minor 7, didn't we? And then we have a G. Normal G. Just a regular G. Or do we want a fancy G as well? We could do one of these. Nah, I think the normal G works fine, doesn't it? So, we've got... This is basically a fancy version of this. Right, I like our chord progression. Let's put in that first line, because I think we're going to still start with that. A picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. And we're going to work from there. The reason why I was taking so long to comment very pretty, because I've just been busy sharing the live stream. Ah, you have a good reason. You have a good reason. Andy, what's your excuse? Why have you still not commented very pretty? Why are you still not telling us that the chord is pretty, Andy? What's your excuse, huh? Got a good reason? Don't think you have. I think you're just being difficult. A picture says 1,000 words. And I could describe it to you perfectly. Right, let's give that a melody, and then start working on the what will follow. There you go, bullied him into doing it. I always win. Picture says 1,000 words. Picture says 1,000 words. 1,000 words. Da, da. Picture says 1,000 words. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Sounds nicer without the G on the top of that C, doesn't it? I think it does, doesn't it? Picture says 1,000 words. Try it again. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Where do we go from there? That's the question now. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. We rhyming with words or we rhyming perfectly? I think we should rhyme with words because that's the more distinctive rhyme. The obvious hurts, but it's a bit too soon to go dark, I think. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Got birds. Don't really know what I could do with that. Thirds. Curse, sort of rhyme-ish. First is close enough. I like doing rhymes that aren't true rhymes because I think they work better a lot of the time. Trying to force a true rhyme just doesn't always work. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. A 1,000 firsts. Do 1,000 firsts. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Don't think that really fits. Picture says 1,000 words. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Did it 1,000 firsts. Did it Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Story of 1,000. Story of 1,000 firsts. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. This is always the trickiest bit. You get that first line and you got to make something else work with it. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Think we need more options. This is when we start cheating. Turn the reverb off while I'm just nattering away, because it'd be a bit much to have the reverb on the whole time. That would be a bit annoying, wouldn't it? Let's bring up the internet and ask it for words. Rhymes with words. Absurd, stirred, incurred. Just like that, the internet gives me loads. Come on, Rhyme Zone. What we got? Birds, chards, churd. Ooh, curds. Goods. Herds, jerds. There's lots of different weird types of birds in it. Crosswords. Jailbirds. Be a very different type of song, that. Da-da-da. What happened to all the others it had before? Why is it not bringing those up now? Don't like any of those. Let's go for near rhymes by asking it for words that rhyme with... Give me first. Words that rhyme with first. Worst. Thirst. Cloudburst. Did you know that cloudburst is all one word? What does that mean? Anyway, we've learnt something today, if nothing else. Should we go really sweet and awkward and go with something like picture says 1,000 words. A picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. Conversations are rehearsed. That fits quite well. I'm going to put that in as a placeholder for now, and we can always change it later. Gets us moving. Gotta love a good placeholder lyric. We need a second lyric there now. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed and the way that you love, and the way that you loved. And the way that you and the way that you love. I'm going to come back to that. I've got something of an idea, but we're not quite there yet, so we'll come back to it and move on to the next section. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, and the way that you loved as you. Yep, I think we'll go for something in that sort of chord progression next. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, and the way that you loved as you did. think we're going to go with the shirt you wore next. So now I need to think of something that goes with that. The shirt you wore there. Needs to be small, insignificant things to get across the fact that you're remembering it really well, because you could go easy, like with big things that anybody would remember, but that's not really going to fit the prompt quite as well, because the point is you have this perfect memory of everything, and if you have a perfect memory, you need to pick out little details that people wouldn't normally remember. So we need to go with some less obvious stuff, which is tricky when you're not drawing from an actual memory. This is why I don't write usually about things that I haven't actually experienced. Most of my songs that I normally write, I write about me a lot, and I write about things that I've actually been through, because obviously it's easier to draw from that, because you're going to have very vivid memories, you're going to have very vivid images that you can pull from to describe things. But we're making something up here, which makes it a bit harder. And also, I don't have a perfect memory. I have a very terrible memory for anything other than conversations. I can remember words that people have said to me. Like, if you've had a conversation with me, I can quote bits of people's conversations back at them word for word perfect. But you ask me what shirt someone wore, like, I don't know. Was it pretty? I don't know. If I didn't say I wanted it, and even if I said I wanted it, when I saw them wear it, I might not remember what it looked like. Because my memory is not very good. Not very good at all. Cannot relate to this song. Little insignificant things. Where do they meet? We need to pick a location. Then we need to pick things about that location to then describe. Say they met in a park. They met in a nice little park. Picture says 1,000 words. I've forgotten how the first bit goes now. Picture says 1,000 words. Doesn't go that slow. How did it go? Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, the way that you smiled as you looked at me, the way that you smiled as you looked at me, the position of each mole on your cheek, you smiled when you looked at me, the position, the way that Let's try that again. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, the way that you smile as you look to me, and the position of each mole, position of each mole on your cheek, two by your eye, and your smile brought to me, and the picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, the way that you smiled when you looked at me, the position of each mole on your, the way that you smiled when you looked at me, the position of each mole on your cheek, the two by your eye that your smile brought to me, and the at your feet. Yes, okay, we got there. The way that you smiled when you looked at me, and then we can bring in that line I liked. By your eye that your smile brought to me. Okay, we're getting there. Picture says 1,000 words, and I could describe it to you perfectly. The conversation I rehearsed, the way that you smiled when you looked at me, the position, I'm gonna get that right eventually. The way that you smile when you looked at me, the position of each mole, the way that you smile when you looked at me, the position of each mole on your cheek. Nope. The position of each, the position of each mole on your cheek, the position of each mole on your cheek. The way that you smile when you looked at me, the position of each mole on your cheek, the two by your eye that your smile brought to me, and the color. There's something at your feet. That's what the next line's going to be. I don't know what. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to pause there. We've got something already. We're coming up for the hour mark now, and I do want to fit in a happy song before I head off for you guys. And I don't want to push it too late tonight because I strained my vocals over the weekend and wound up on vocal rest yesterday, and generally have just been really tired and wiped all day yesterday and today. So I don't want to push it too late, trying to force something out. So I think I'm going to write down these ideas, get them sorted, and we shall pick up where we left off next week and have another songwriting stream next week, and we shall continue and see if we can get this song finished. How do people feel about that? Might bring some ideas with me into the next stream. So, everybody cool with that? Nobody hate me for that? Do you think that's a good plan? I think that's probably a good plan. Give you guys some entertainment before I love you and leave you. So I'm going to do 2 songs before I go, I think. Apologies. I think we'll have a bit of baby steps. And if anybody has anything else they'd like me to play before I go, let me know. And I shall do a little request. Just the one. But if anybody wants to hear anything in particular, let me know. But we'll have a bit of baby steps, I think. I forgot I still have my guitar set the way I had it set for Glastonbury, right? And the sound for me at Glastonbury was not amazing, and the speakers I was going through, they really struggled with the bass on my guitar. So I basically have the bass on my guitar turned off that entire time. And my middle and my treble are way up. So I'm just going to put my settings back to where they normally are. There we go. Right, let's try that again. That's better. Stop, stop for the party. Keep your hands in your pockets and your eyes on your feet. Having conversations with the mirror, trying to make my point a little bit clearer, but talking sure ain't no mean feat. 'Cause I got shoes, I know that I shouldn't fall for every little job, but I got shoes. You know that, you know for what, so let's leave it at that. And just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps, just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Oh, baby steps, darling, baby steps, just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. And now feel me down on me. Oh, it's too much energy on every new person I meet. But still, I crave the attention. Gotta find a way to decrease the tension, 'cause the world ain't just gonna sit and wait for me. 'Cause I got shoes, I know that I shouldn't fall for every little job, but I got shoes. You know that, you know I fall, so let's leave it at that. And just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps, just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Oh, baby steps, darling, baby steps, just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. Ooh, oh, oh. There's no rush, these things come with time. So be a little more kind to yourself. Don't be deciding you're doing just fine, and beating yourself up don't really help. You've got the answers right there in your mind. Just have a little more faith in yourself. You're doing just fine, so just take baby steps. Oh, just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Oh, baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. Guitar was out of tune all the way through that. Ah! It's the heat. It's the heat. I'm not going to post my disturbing baby singing. unusual that it's all the top strings that were out then. Right, shall we have just a quick 2-minute burst of joy as our final one, as there doesn't seem to be a request in the chat. So we'll finish on a bit of waste of my time. And then I shall let you guys go for the evening. You got a wicked sense of humor, yeah, it's dark to the core, and it only makes me laugh. You don't care that I'm crazy, you don't care that I'm rude. You seem to like me better with a bad attitude. No, I don't get bored, I always have fun. I give you every second that I have under the sun. 'Cause I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. I don't know, every day that I care on me too. My bottom in it for a second in my day, chilling like a villain with my best mates. No, I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. Every minute's like a second, now that we lose a day, man, you shouldn't make the time fly away. Every minute we're together, I just can't help but smile. I love you, I thought I knew it and style. No, I don't feel lost, yeah, I always feel at home. Since you came along, I know I'll never be alone. 'Cause I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. I don't know, every night I care on me too. It's my bottom in it for a second in my day, chilling like a villain with our best mates. No, I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. Mountain east from those rolling hills, that beach, from that sunset to that jet set, these so cobbled streets, spending all day in the sun or a late night in the pub. We get dressed up, all messed up. It's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see. I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. I don't know, whatever you like, I don't care what we do. It's my bottom in it for a second in my day, chilling like a little with my best mates. No, I don't know, it's still a time, it's still you. Ta-da! Hey! Right, I shall love you and leave you guys, and shall come back next week, hopefully with some more ideas for that song, and we shall finish this song off same time next week. But for now, I shall say toodles, and hope you all have a nice relaxing evening. I'm going to go have a chilled finish to my evening before I have to go back into work again tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!